Okay, I'm figuring things out. I barely know what I'm doing on Linux, let alone streaming, but I'm already glad my PC isn't just freezing. Okay, let me just check if the audio is working.
My channel.
Well, would you look at that? First try.
This isn't a games I didn't channel, but this isn't a games I didn't cover tier list. This
Okay. So I'll probably start by doing an actual text style for this part. Let me dim the audio. Your first, obviously, would be first.
I have the ability to identify.
I'm gonna try to multitask a little better. I mean, wasn't there like a way to extract the chat? Yes, there is. Okay, how do I pin it? Fuck it. As mediocrities has once said, good enough. Wait, I'll need the most wanted font, right? Obviously, you can't go and make a Need for Speed Most Wanted video without using the most wanted font. Right, this. This. Install. Okay. We'll crash this No, we will completely violate it. If I do not smell smoke by the end of the stream, then we have done something wrong. Okay, let's see. Most one. No, it's not gonna show. I need to restart it. God damn it. This is the thumbnail that I chose by default, by the way. Okay, so I used which one? I mean, first things first. Okay, most wanted is here indeed. Oh, but I haven't installed the other one. Fuck. The one that I actually used in the first most wanted video. It's called Kenyan Coffee. Okay. We'll figure things out slowly but surely. Fonts. There you go. Put that in. Put. Why not? Okay, let me extract it somewhere else first. And then put it in. Okay, now it works. Now I have to restart it again. The Amazonic forest will look like a dim spark after we finish this. You'll have flashbacks to California back in the beginning of 2025. But for legal reasons, that's a joke, obviously. Right, so I think that was the exact one I was using. And if not, then at least it looks similar enough. Right. So, the idea is have this be the main font, right? Because it's much more readable than the most wanted one, but behind... Where is it? Where is it? There it is. You'll have the most wanted font, right? Let's put it a bit darker. Some shadow, maybe. Right. I am baffled by what I am looking at. Well, this is just the beginning. Hentai subtitles, I don't know, man. I kind of learned how to read those. I think it's Vietnamese, Chinese, or something. I don't know. It's the funny bushes. Actually, didn't I have a flicker thing? I did. I did make one. Right, image. There you go. So now it's gonna be like a flickering one, just like in the first Need for Speed video, right? I'll probably add some glow to it to make it fancier. I think Egg's glow is gonna be way too overkill. Yeah. Maybe if I reduce it by a lot. Yeah, it's. I mean, it's fine, but now it will run at like 3 FPS. Actually, even less than that. Dream glow, maybe. That should be a little smoother. Yeah, good enough. Yugi. No Yugi. Right. So now the other thing is I'll have to link these two. Right? So that way, if you write anything else behind, yeah, there you go. I think I'll probably make it larger. Well, I'm not sure. Something like that. As a shadow 8. There you go. If it runs at 1 FPS, it's manageable. Yeah, got used to it. I mean, it runs at like, what, 5 FPS now? Good enough. That might be a little too epileptic, though. Yeah, I'm like a bit smoother. Some black magic. Well, guess who designed it? Make it more epileptic? Well, I could. But could and should. Those are, two very different suggestions. Yeah, I think this is good enough. Yeah. Right, so instead, let me just make a duplicate so that way everything is copied over. Except the font. Where is instance? There you go. The instance. Most wanted. Paste that over. The instance this too. Okay, black. There you go. I think everything else is just gonna be fine. I don't think I'll need shadows if I have a glow on it, right? Where metal pipe sound? I'll have to find it. Actually, let me find it. Actually, the amount of loud is it? No. It's probably in booms. Metal pipe. There you go. Now, gotta try not to ear rape everybody, though. There you go. But yeah, see, just the text alone makes the whole thing render so slowly. There you go.
I have.
Noise not effect change. Everything's fine, right? Sample text. Let me save it as a preset. Actually, I have yet another idea. I'll make it feel a little bit more scribbled by putting another one in, but reversed. And just put both of them beneath. Right. So that actually looks like, you know, graffiti-like, kind of like you see in the original game. Not sure if I have any menus. Let's see. Right, because if you look at the original game, there's a lot of black splatter background, and even in actual other menus, like I believe in the blacklist, there's even text all over. Yeah, there you go. Just kind of just imitates it. Do you often save things as presets? On the same project, yeah, but I don't reuse many presets between projects, if that makes sense. So like this I'll be reusing for the entire part here, but I'll probably not reuse it in any other project. I mean, I have a lot more L's that I've done already, but this is just the part where I'm covering Need for Speed. Put on the BGM I sent you. Yeah, I'll do that in a bit. Right. So text. And Davinci froze. Nope, never mind. Come on. Come on. Most. Oh my. Come on. Let me rename it. There you go. Because I have a lot of text that I've already used. And it all just depends on the style of the game that I'm covering, right? This one's for Forbidden Memories. Like this kind of Egyptian style. I'm just trying to keep the style consistent with the actual game I'm covering. Right. Well, got the text done. So now I can actually start shit posting.
Next one I've already covered on my channel, but this is
Actually, I have an idea for this. I'll probably have it in series, Dragon Ball. That's Perfect Cell. So where's the other one? Ultra Instinct. There you go. Not sure why they didn't put in the Dragon Ball. See, for someone that edits like I'm schizophrenic, I actually do like having some sort of form of organization. Right. And then here, it's kind of annoying that the chat is not staying on top. So re-put it every time. Oh well. Right, and here, right, you'll have this with what's the font in this one? Yahoo. Microsoft Yahoo. Bold. I wish I had patience to organize everything. I have one sound effects folder and everything goes there. Yeah, I have the music folder and everything is very, very sorted. I have folders within folders within folders, right? Like even the games one, and even within the games, if it's like a game that has multiple series or something, like let's say Call of Duty, yeah, I just really like to go to something and not have to search for it for 3 hours. I'll just copy it multiple. Fuck. multiple times until it fits the screen. Actually do it within the same style as Ocho has. Then there's vector. So I'll have it slide constantly towards the right, and then at the top I'll do another one where it slides to the left. Yeah. And then here, wrap. Here, expression. Let's see. That was way too fast. 0.5. Still a little too fast. Yeah, that's good enough. Well, that's pretty good job so far. I'm almost used to searching for the SFX in the search bar that I almost don't use the folders. I mean, if you have a good enough disk and you can search for them by name, I guess it's not that bad. Right, so this one's gonna be at the top, and it's gonna be in the other direction, so by 180 degrees. Right. Ryan, you get it? That's the joke, because, you know, yeah. I'm pretty sure I did this joke like 3 times in a row by now. But it's very funny. Trust me, by like the 5th time, you're probably gonna laugh, or at least chuckle.
On my channel. But this isn't a games I didn't cover tier list on my channel, but this.
Right, so here I took a couple of screenshots. No, actually, it wasn't a screenshot. It was like an actual video that I took, because I noticed that the YouTube background thing. Yeah, I actually recorded one of my videos, right? I was on a private tab, so that way I could have the normal background, right? But I've noticed that the background of the YouTube player, at least in a private window, glows based on the general color of the video. So I thought, you know what? Might as well do that. Might as well make the most authentic experience. Okay, let me rename it to something like bag. Games that didn't cover, but just put them here. I'll put it somewhere where the colors are cooler, because the entire background of this is just black and white and cold red. Actually, I don't even need the audio.
Games I didn't.
You're not beating the allegations? Yeah, I kind of accepted it. Right. So I obviously want the video to be within this frame. Let me get the background. Merge that up until... Actually, no, I probably have a better idea. Nah, who am I to do things properly? I'll just roughly place it on. Should be fine. Yeah, fuck it, good enough. Or maybe, little too big. Right, slightly larger, and this should fit in. Too high, or too low, rather. Right. If it fits, it fits. That's not what she said. I, no comment. Absolutely no comment. Ah. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Davinci. That was very, very necessary. Right. And I think that's good enough. Right now, just zoom it out. I'll probably just do like a very fast zoom out. Only up until this point, because I don't think the bar at the bottom makes any sense. Or it doesn't really need to be seen. Because I already did make the whole point that, oh yeah, it's on Linux. Right. Curves. Get much sharper. I'll probably put on some blur as well. Yeah. I think that's good enough.
Games that
I should have probably changed the title itself. Because I'll actually have to... damn it. Okay, well... let me do just that then. Dang it. Nah, fuck, I'll just do it later. This is good enough for now. I'll just make a... put a marker on it. There you go.
games they didn't cover tier list.
Right now, I'll just do a zoom in. What's the actual title? Right, something like that. Do basically the same thing. There you go. Yeah, now just pretend that I put the right title there with the correct HTML editing when I recorded it. Actually, I'm realizing there's round corners on the YouTube player. Let me change that real quick. That's soft edge and that's edge rounding. There you go. I think that's more or less how it is. At least it should be. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Pretend, what do you mean? It's already... Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It is already there. See, now it's running very slowly because I enabled blur. Let me enable it again. I think it's running too smoothly. Perfect.
This is a spontaneous tier list to existential crisis.
It's ascending. Yes. So in the sword and sandals bit, I did put a... I'll probably just reuse the same effect that I had in the background to make the whole fancy quote style. But I'll probably modify the apply mode for that one because it's a bit too visible. Let's see. I think this is good enough.
Spontaneous tier list to existential crisis while ranked competitive running.
Okay, well let me check your music. 1 hour of silence occasionally broken up by metal pipe filing sound. Ah, yes, of course. A Doomsgate, but it never starts. Okay, actually, let me play that one. Okay, let me play that. Right, I'll probably have to put the audio of it as well, because otherwise you won't be able to hear it. OBS. Where's OBS? There's OBS. Audio capture. And Brave. Okay, can you hear it? This is so torturous. Perfect. Alright, and the other one I had the text in. Actually, I'm pretty sure it wasn't the intro. Let me see. It's gonna be a little bit more here, I think. No. There you go. That's it. Are your guys' ears bleeding yet? Should put it at the end of the videos to get more comments in. I play by different rules. Okay, well, let me turn it off because I actually cannot focus at all with this.
Spontaneous tier list.
Alright, so this one's gonna be very slow too because it has a lot of glow effects and all that. Spontaneous tier list. That shit is so frustrating.
Spontaneous tier list.
Then to Existential Crisis 2. To Existential Crisis 2. I'll need to put it right beneath it. I'll offset it by a little bit to make it a little fancier. Although I can barely read it, I'll probably add some sort of shadow to it. And people say that anything below 60 FPS is unplayable. Video editors deal with that on a daily basis. 60 frames per minute is acceptable. That's the beauty of it. Yeah, make it much darker. Yeah, that's much more readable. Let me copy that over. I think I put it right at the start. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Perfect. Isn't this just perfect? You can see each frame, yeah.
Crisis 2. Crisis 2. Well.
Actually, I'll do something like this. And instead of like a glow, I will just have it be normal. Remove this. Yeah, I guess this is fine. And just make it larger.
Well, right. Well, right. Well, ranked competitive.
Well ranked competitive. I think that's the whole sentence I say, and then after that is just
Running cyclist.
yeah. And this one I'll I mean, because the eye level by this time is gonna be somewhere here. Competitive.
Running cyclist. Running cyclist.
Yeah, then from here I'll probably just add the text that I'm using overall on the video, which is this one. Just put it higher. Now it's on the same eye level. There you go. Glow makes the video watchable. That is a real word. Well, I mean, I'm not sure if it is a real word according to some English dictionary, but it is a word used frequently, so I'll just assume that it is real.
Running.
This one's from the Heat video, which I miraculously have not deleted. I still have all of the raw footage from that one. And man, am I glad that I kept it. Alright, so that one I'll have to modify the speed. So let me get that.
Running.
Right, and from here I'll speed it up. Until... Yeah, until you're in the very center of the car, and then I'll just end on that. Perfect. Straight applies. I mean, look, I have like 200 gigabytes left on my primary disk, and that's the one that I'm using to have the footage on. Because otherwise, it just takes forever to load the footage.
Running cyclist.
Right. So here, I'll do some sort of distortion. Probably 7. Let's see. I'm gonna change the merge though. Perfect. Now it'll just look something like this. Alright, so if I put it on top. And give it a little fade in though. Yeah, good enough. Also make the sound a little bit more intelligible of you getting run over, POV.
Running cyclist over.
Well, I mean, this is just the difference between me speaking in the video style and me speaking normally. I mean, to be fair, there isn't really that much difference, but mostly that I just speak slightly faster in my videos, as opposed to not my videos.
Cyclist over.
So let me copy it over from... I believe it was Claw that I had it in. Yep. Oh, God. Okay. 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 There you go. I could... Nice. Managed to get it before it crashed. What do you mean they'll talk twice as fast on a daily basis? Yeah. Yeah, it's just, surprising, I know. Control S. Yeah, I have the reflex of pressing Control S after every single mouse click that I do, including middle click. Two years of editing like a schizophrenic actually made me paranoid. Actually, would it be better with a dynamic zoom out here?
Speaking of which.
So here you'll be looking at the car. Somewhere here. Yeah, that should be good enough.
Speaking of which.
Better safe than sorry. That's what my dad said. You would have to talk with him real fast. While he's still getting the milk, while you can still see him outside your door. He might not come back. Just speculating. Speaking of which, right. I actually do wanna... Because if it appears just suddenly like this, it's gonna be a little too jarring.
Speaking of.
I think I know what I'll do. So I'll have the speaking of appear suddenly, and then which slide out of the speaking of part. I mean, might sound like I'm saying random words right now, but you'll get what I mean. Alright, so I'll have speaking of which. Alright, so of which will be here. And speaking of will be here. And it froze. Okay. There you go. And that won't let me remove the other side because it wouldn't really make much sense. And will appear somewhere here. I actually started before. Right. So there's a lot of boilerplate for effects like these, especially with text. But trust me, it'll be worth it. The 0.02 seconds that nobody is gonna realistically notice is gonna be so good. I'll increase it way more here. There you go. Perfect. And this actually will be below it. Illegal, sup. It's necessary. Obviously, it's necessary. Otherwise, people wouldn't notice it. The 0.02 seconds. It's in the timeline. It's... I mean... The way Resolve works is very peculiar. Because this is an actual timeline, right? It's not a nested timeline or anything. It's just that every single block that you see has a composition, which is like a whole... You could see it as a nested effect, or a nested graph that has all the effects. Right, so now to actually not make it look so ugly... I think 77 on ease in and out like I usually do would be good. I think in Most Wanted I did somewhere around that, maybe 87. But I mean, at this point, I'm just doing very, very precise movement that doesn't really matter. Let's see. Right, this one's gonna have the same, but it will slide out of it, so let me mask it. I'll be hiding it. Then we'll come out of it. Alright, so that way I'll... Actually, I should probably do it before the glow, because otherwise it'll just look weird. Yeah. Yeah, because the one thing with the fusion page on Davinci Resolve, right, is the order of what you're doing actually does matter. Because in here, you can clearly see the mask only masking the after effect of the glow. So I actually have to put it before the glow itself, so it doesn't look like this. Right, and then now this one's hiding the front of it, so I'll need to mask it here. Well, I kind of shot myself in the foot with that text effect, but fuck it, we're committing. When has a good idea ever stopped me from doing bullshit? Fine, then I'll actually have to put the same ease in and out. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Got number 2 based.
Speaking of which,
I honestly have no clue what that even means. But hey. You guys got number 1, 2, and 3. Actually, what even is that? Oh, it's people who have chatted most. I see. On this stream. Right. Makes sense.
Speaking of which,
But yeah, all that just for this. Right, and here I'll just reuse the same thing. Yeah, it fits here and here, but not in these. I'll probably do a zoom in instead. Let me try that. Connect it. Come on. Oh. that's not good. What? Oh, I see why. Equals, I would need to reset to 1. Yeah, I think that's good enough. It's zooming out too far, because... Oh, God. I think it froze. Nope. Okay, we're fine. Yeah, it's zooming out way too far. Because it's an elastic... Right, so what happened is... Let me see. The curve for it is elastic here. I don't know if you can see that clearly, but it should be good enough. And if you do it too high, it bounces back below 0. So when it hits it, it essentially, what you're seeing here is like thousands of images of that just zoomed out. I don't know if you can see, but it wraps around whenever it goes beyond its bounds. So it's essentially doing that just thousands of times. So I'll actually use it in here as well, because it actually doesn't look that good. Or maybe, actually, let me try one thing here. If it looks good, fuck it. Yeah, true. If it doesn't render afterwards, then that's a problem for future me, not current me. That's what real adults do. And it doesn't work. Is it gonna crash? Please don't crash. If it renders, it renders. Well, it's not rendering right now. Okay, if I delete it, yep, it froze. Yep, it crashed. And it crashed. Yep. Joys of editing. Is it worth to edit on Linux? The main difference is that your CPU will not be spiking every 2 microseconds from Windows constantly using it. And then the memory allocation is a little bit better as well. I mean, it's using 100% of my GPU, but that's because, well, that's just Davinci Resolve. But is it better? Yeah, I would recommend it if you're already using Resolve. But if you're using Premiere, then, I mean, you'll have to relearn the entire program, essentially. So if you're okay with that, I would say, yeah, go for it. Okay, let's try this again. Is it gonna work or is it gonna crash? I think it's just gonna crash again. Okay, well. Yep, the player crashed. Well, isn't that wholesome? Congrats on coming out straight. Yes. Thank you. Of course. As I have already pointed out multiple times in just this video alone. Where is it? Where is it? Come on, the joke is running very short right now. There you go. As the wise words of Mars have once pointed out, I am not gay, but...
This isn't a...
Okay. Let me try to do it on this page then. So, mask. Mask that. Is it gonna figure it out, or is it just gonna crush again? I think it just, yeah. Yeah, I think that there is no point in me trying to do it with the magic mask thing. $20 is $20. No. You're not gay because you're man, like, how do I beat the allegations? Am I ever going to? Now, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna try to figure out how VTubing works with Linux, and then I'll just take Astolfo's model and then use that. And every single one of my videos is just gonna be a reaction slop. Why bother making content like this? So yeah. Now that we know that Magic Mask is fucking pointless, now I'll have fun doing it frame by frame. 19 frames should be fine. Oh, this is so entertaining. Oh, the fun. Doesn't this look enjoyable? Are you having fun yet? I'm having a blast right now. It may look like torture, but joke's on you, I enjoy it. BDSM, I'm into that shit. Just the editing kind, obviously. $10 no, that's 19 frames, so that's like yeah, a quarter of a second. Perfect. Actually, wait, no, I missed some. I'll try to guesstimate it. Should be fine. There you go. 1 frame done, 18 to go. You saw 5 ads in the past 10 minutes. Wait, what? Okay, how do I change this? How do I disable ads? Delay ads. Wait, it only delays it for 10 minutes? Ah, fuck it. I'll just try to remember it every 10 minutes. I mean, at least here it's not gonna be that annoying, because it's just some rotoscoping of the outer layer of the first one. But still. Not the most joyous of activities. Yeah, I'll just start by removing and then I'll add back whatever is missing every frame. Actually, I don't even need to be that precise for it. I'm being way too perfectionist about it. Straight up, nobody's gonna notice that. Well, except you guys, but it's that's her little secret. Lamau. Don't tell anyone I'm being lazy with the rotoscoping. I'm gonna lose it. Actually, there are duplicate frames. It's gonna take less time than I thought. Yeah, this is good enough. I want to throw that one. Actually, yeah. Should I put the put Family Guy funny moments in the corner, and then the live stream goes from schizophrenic editing to try not to get copyright strike challenge. Actually, I don't think I even need to remove anything from the mask. Yeah, I'll just need to add things, so yeah, there's only like one frame left after this one. And we can do something a little bit more entertaining. Or at least less painful. Ah, fuck it, good enough. I'll just duplicate the last frame. Peak content. Nice. Right, so here I'll probably do some one-framers. Let's see. Light what was the edge detect, I think? Yeah. Then invert it to make it look a little bit more shiny. Okay, well, maybe not that way. There you go. Perfect. I think it froze. Nope, there you go. And here, I'll just remove the... Yeah, I think that's good enough. And then below it, I will add another effect. Let's see. I think I'll do the ASCII character thing. Try to have the same luminance as the other one. I think that's good enough. Alright, but remove it here. I need to reframe this one, because I don't like UI elements in montages. Except if it's for a shitpost, then, well, that's a different story. I think something like this should be good enough. Good enough, as my favorite philosopher of mediocrities has once said. Fuck it, good enough. Ooh, actually, yeah, I'd probably go with this one. This is pretty cool. Stretch, maybe? Nah. So it's working perfectly, as intended. Yeah, I think this one's gonna be better. Right, I'll make it go from 1 to 0, so that way I'll just do a complete screen freeze. Yeah, honestly good enough. Maybe make it a little faster. When without UI when recording some specific things. I mean, then again, it depends on the game, because some games allow you to disable the UI, and then there are, you know, older games like this, where you just have the UI take half the screen. And all you can say is, thank you. Yes, please, more. Right, on top of it, I'll use the same text as here, the Ocho one. And that game is an actual banger, by the way. Maybe I'll put it on top. And it froze. Nope, it's back. Now I don't think I'm gonna put it behind. I'll just put yet another distortion effect on top of it. Players don't need to see the game. Obviously not. What are you? A customer that wants games to gameplay? Lamau. Here's a loot box and a season pass and a 100% $100 pre-order purchase. What's the bonus? You get to play the game like a day earlier, I think. Buy the slot. Right, so obviously if you want to distort anything, you're gonna need to sharpen it into oblivion. Like God intended. Actually, on top of it, I'll extract some of the footage, right? I'll mosaic blur it. Then sharpen it again. And add it on top. Maybe with a different application mode. I can probably get another one. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Or maybe this. I think this one's better. Double to sharpen, obviously. You never have enough sharpening. Always more. If ever in doubt, sharpen it out. And on top of it, just the normal application mode. There you go, perfect. You can almost see the Need for Speed gameplay. And then just as a cherry on top, if it loads. I'll do a PS1 startup. Or maybe a PS2. Ooh, that one's good. The gameplay is a suggestion. Maybe PS2, actually. Which one's better, PS1 or PS2? Yeah, I think PS2 is better. Yeah. I'll take the PS2.
I have the ability to identify every single person that...
I feel like I'm forgetting something here.
Now, The next one I've already covered on my channel, but this isn't a games I didn't cover tier list. This is a spoon.
Oh god, this one. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother with this one.
Running cyclist. Speaking of which, I have the.
Right, okay. So, first things first, recenter it so that there's less UI elements. I think that's good enough. And then, okay, well, let me organize it a little better. Underneath. Oh Christ, okay, well, let me delete that one and before I destroy everyone's ears with that one. Alright, so that one's going upwards, so I'll probably do this thing with that one. Just reverse it. There you go.
I have the ability to. I have the ability. I have.
Actually, I'll probably do like a thing where it's zoomed in somewhere up until this point, then it will just zoom out, right? It's probably gonna be better. So let me do that. Up until this point, and here I'll just zoom out.
The ability to identify. The ability to.
Probably a bit longer.
The ability to identify. The ability to.
Make it a little more sharper towards the beginning.
The ability to identify.
Yeah, I think that's good enough.
Every single person.
Right, that one, I'll do a simple directional blur. Oh, Christ. Go from 0.1. Not 1. So it doesn't destroy the eyes. I got that reserved for later, obviously. The epilepsy must come as a surprise. Maybe I'll... 0.2 maybe? Yeah, good enough. Never mind, I need to make it sharper.
Every single person.
And this one I'll make the blur be at the same angle as the car. Yeah, I think that aligns well.
That played this game.
And here, just slide zoom out.
Played this game. How? What? I have identify every single person that played this game. How? I have.
Yeah, I think here I'll probably add some text as well, just so that the point sticks. Yeah, and the only problem is if I move it vertically, this is moving it there as well. So I think instead of applying it like this, I'll just apply it directly on the characters. Can I even do a size -1? Oh, yeah. I'll do it on line per line. And I think that should work. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. I don't think I need to make it that smooth. Yeah, make it go from here to here. 18 frames should be good enough. Maybe 22 to be safe. Fuck it, let's try it. Right, here I'll just do the whole randomizing characters. I think from here. Yeah, I'll go up to this point. Okay, now that I'm playing with text, I'm hoping that it's not gonna crash the moment I click on anything here. So let's see, text scramble. Okay. Don't randomize on time. What did I say exactly? The ability to?
The ability to.
I gave it like 1 frame earlier. I think I can completely unrandomize it somewhere in the middle. And then it'll be sharp curve. Maybe less sharp. That's still a little too... Because I don't like the fact that there's just one small part that's changing constantly here. So I think this will be better.
The ability
Okay, now that everything's pre-rendered, should be good.
have the ability to
Nah, it's taking too long. Just go with the usual. M-Win, sup.
have the ability have the
Yeah, and that one I'll have like an out curve to it, right?
the
Ah, fuck it, good enough.
to identify to identify to identify every single person that
Right, and then every single person, I think I'll just have centered titles for it. So it's a bit more impactful. Put it beneath the blurring.
every single person that played
But then the eyesight level is fucked. Me. So I'll have to bring it back up. Okay. I'll figure something out. Right, so instead of having this, I'll have the background be glowing. So wait, let me remove all of this. Have the text block be like this, right? Cover it with the entire text field. It doesn't really look like anything for now, but trust it, trust. Okay, well, yeah, there we go. Actually, I'll need to instance it. So that will follow the same point. Or just de-instance that. Should be fine. There you go. I'll extend this and start the animation right before it. I'm thinking of having every single character go up one by one into the center. But I have to, no, because the animation would need to be really fast to hide this. So it's not visible. 16 frames, yeah. Yeah, 16 frames should be fine. Just slightly below. All right. Now to pray that it's not gonna crash while I'm doing this. So they're not connected. Well, that's awkward. Why not? Okay, so if I de-instance it, remove it. To remove it from here. Well, I don't get it, because the border should be following the text, right? Okay, let me connect it to the other one. That's not what. That's not how it's supposed to work. Wait, what? Wait a second. Well, that's not correct. This doesn't make it. Huh. Well, change of plans, I guess. I'll need to do it a different way. Resolve on that Zaza, yeah. It is working perfectly fine and absolutely like intended. Just don't question it too hard. Ah, fuck it, we'll just go with that. Should be good enough. We're going by the mediocrity standard. I will soon start selling property. Actually, what did I say here?
Identify.
Identify. Yeah, actually, this is not even that much worse. Because here I can just do the whole zooming in, and it'll feel a little bit more natural when it starts to go into the blurring here. Well, only one way to find out. Right, and here, slight zoom in. Followed by jump again. Smooth the edge in here as well.
to identify
Now I'll just reuse the same one here. Actually, maybe I'll play with different app apply modes here. Ooh. Well, that looks pretty cool.
every
Then here I'll just use the normal one. We'll see how it looks like in a moment. But for now, I am hopeful that I will not have to redo this if it looks like shit.
person that person
I feel like I haven't added enough brain rot up till now. Might as well start now. All right, let me bring this up. Actually, wait. All right. So which one are we thinking? That one looks a little too basic. Yeah, that one looks flashy. That one as well. That one as well. This one's pretty classical. Actually, I have that image. I'll probably see if I have any other. Okay, so that's a broken link. Cringe. Ah, for fuck's sake. Why do you want me to sign up to your fucking website? Can't I just download the goddamn PNG? Okay, so. Actually, where would I put it? Wearables? Yeah. Makes sense. This one's fine too. Bag PNG. Ooh, well, that's convenient. All right, now please don't tell me I got baited into downloading a fake PNG. Yeah, I think 4 are good enough. All right, so we get that. Well, actually, we got 2 pink. Yeah, I'll slap in the Louis Vuitton bag just for the extra brain rot value. For the extra zazz. I'll put it underneath the text, so I'll need like 4 or 5 slots. Yeah, it should be fine. So I want to add something else on top of it. Actually, let me see. I could think of something pretty... But will I find it? Will I find it at less than a minute? I don't think I will. Oh well. Okay, now to painstakingly animate all of these. Make this one come onto the screen from off screen. Actually, from here. Let's try another rotation. Yeah, I think that's good. So I would want the rotation to be exaggerated on X and Y. I'll leave the Z just normal. So I can leave it. Then I want it to bounce a little bit in from the top, if that makes sense. So I'll just something like this. Yeah, I think I'll just make it go lower at the beginning. Yeah, good enough. And this one... I'll probably just make it rotate spawn in. So it'll be right here. I don't know. I think here it's going to be fine. Let's see. I shall probably make it larger and slightly more to the center. I think this is gonna be good. So I'll only exaggerate the Z, Y, and X will be fine. Yeah. Right, so what do we do with this one? I think this one will just do a very simple slide and not even gonna bother with anything. Actually, just something like this. Right, and then the last one is this one, which is a bit flashier. I'll probably make it slightly pinkish. So that way we'll keep the same feeling as the other ones. I'm probably way overthinking this, but what am I not overthinking in this kind of editing? When has overthinking ever done any harm, ever? Am I right or am I right?
Person that person that
And then that, I'll just put it right beneath it.
played this game. Played this game. How? Played this game.
And then here I'll probably just follow the most wanted animation. So let me see. We get all of the bags sorted. Mm. I think something like this. Because I don't think there's anything else that's that special about the animation from what I remember.
Played. Played.
Okay, what was the baseline size? Because I already forgot. Yeah, there you go. 0.9. 0.09. See the rotation, position, and put it on the eyesight level.
Played. Played.
And this one I'm not even gonna bother, just do a simple slide out. We just fix this, because that's not correct. Actually, I could just attach a mask to the position of it. Yeah, I'll probably do that. So attach it to, I think it's gonna be path 1. Yep, nice. Add an offset. Like this. So now I don't even have to bother with the animation of the mask. Effort? What am I? Employed? Lamau.
This game.
Actually, I have an idea here. Although it may be a little... Nah, why would I even need to speculate? I'll just try it. We'll see how it goes. Right, so there's a dot here that will just come onto the screen.
How?
And then here, instead of doing this, I'll have the dot stay. Actually, maybe I'll just turn it into a question mark. So a bit lower.
How?
I don't think it looks bad.
How?
Probably just fade them in and out.
Well, dear viewer, I can hear your rust. Well, dear viewer.
Am I going too far with the reusing the same thing 3 times now? Probably not.
Genius too.
Well, we'll be fine. Yeah. I'll probably just change the background here. That's about it. So let's see, backgrounds. Should I maybe go into stock? Let's see. Cruise ship, yes. Of course. Jesus statue. I should get more stock footage of flowers and stuff like that. But I think for now, this one's gonna be good enough. Let's try it. Holy Coley, subs up. Ah. But yeah, that's way too aggressive. Although this one's good.
Well, dear viewer, I can hear your rusty bones through the computers. Ignore. I can hear your rusty bones through the computer.
Okay, now what do I add here? I think the Skeletor thing, right? Yeah, I think that one's gonna be the best. This one. Terminator wins. I actually do not have it. Right. So now because it's on Linux, I will need to recode it. The hoops and layers are very fun to jump through. Trust me, it doesn't get old, ever. God damn it. Why not? Do I just rewrap it? Flack? Okay, that works apparently. Okay, so where would I put it in the memes? I actually have okay. Never mind. I actually had it already. I should have just checked. Well, that's convenient.
Bones through the computers.
Does Resolve have native support for MKV? Yes, it does. The Linux version of it has some weird problems with audio where AAC audio is just not supported. But MKV file format itself, yeah, it is. I mean, Actually, in the latest update as well, they've added support for WebPs as well, which finally.
How? Well, rusty bones.
Because it is kind of insane how WebP is kind of everywhere now on the internet, and most editing software just does not support it. But it's fine, it only took like a decade for it to support it. Yep, now Adobe has to step up. Putting WebP in Premiere instead of AI slop. Although, to be fair, the Davinci Resolve isn't that much better right now with the AI slop.
Ignore.
Sure, should I... I think I'll go with one that's really visible, but still that doesn't hide the background gameplay. Yeah, I think that's the right call. Did you know Net for Speed Most Wanted has around 11,000 voice lines for the cops? I didn't know it was that many, but I could imagine, because the amount of voice lines you have based on your very specific location, what you're doing in that location, and also what car you're driving and what color it has, adds up pretty quick. And then again, the game is... Actually, let me see. Actually, can I even find it? That is the question. Can I even find the game? Yeah, the game is about 10 gigabytes, right? And that's with all of the, you know, extra texture mods. With 11,000 voice lines, and then there's Call of Duty Warzone that has 300 gigabytes to look shittier than a PS2 game. Oh, how far the games have fallen.
Now, the next.
Linux Gaming, yes!
Reviewer.
I have lost it multiple times while trying to make it work, but it is finally working. And it was worth
I
it.
can hear your.
It was worth every second of suffering. Although, to be fair, you're not really suffering that much less than if you were to stay on Windows, so... Not much was lost. Actually, didn't I just forgot again to put the skeleton memes? I did, didn't I? Yep. Yeah, I don't need the audio from that one. And then this one, actually, I'll just duplicate it. Just once. I'm NVIDIA. Yeah, I did get myself an AMD GPU like a week ago, just because I was kind of tired of NVIDIA as well. But that just cost, like, you know, a kidney. But it was worth it. But then again, the Linux support for NVIDIA is getting better from what I've seen, so it's not that bad. Could have been worse at the very least. Ooh, wait, actually I have an idea for that one. So the idea is I'll fry my GPU and see what happens. Isn't there like a 3D duplicate for this? I mean, there is a 3D duplicate, but I don't think it's gonna work. At least not the way I think it will. Or will it? Oh, no, it does! Okay. Okay, we're cooking. Okay, it doesn't have a delay, though. It does have a duplicate path. Oh, it does have a timecode offset. Okay, so. Okay, we're cooking. So if I take this, make it go up, and animate it. Is it following it with an offset? Yes, it is, but not exactly the way I want it. I'll figure something out. Oh, because it doesn't have the correct order. Well, okay, but in that case, how do I reverse the order? What in the Krulova Jadwiga's name is this mashup? Well, we're finding out! Need for Speed Most Wanted was made in a year. Yeah, same with Carbon, and those are the two that are most adored. Ironically enough. Is it better with NVIDIA? Not really. It depends on what kind of format you're using, but I'm mostly recording in MKV, so I don't really need any of the NVIDIA stuff. Plus, Davinci Resolve does have encoding and decoding with GPU, regardless of what you have. And I do have the fancy schmancy new Radeon, which I took so that way whatever I'm rendering renders at 1 frame per second instead of 30 frames per minute. Wait, so would it be -2? Okay, that is actually exactly what I wanted. Wait. So is it like this? Perfect. And then the scale, maybe I'll just adjust it to be a little different. Okay, that one I'll just do a simple slide in. Well, I mean simple. Quote unquote simple. What I mean by simple is actually Lamau. Right, then I'll just have to make the curves way sharper. Actually, the rotation, I'll make it bounce back. Then just this one, I'll... it's not rendering properly, so it's still slow at the playback. Well, we'll see how it goes. The best kind of editing. Cross your fingers. Hopefully it works. Okay, I'll just make the rotation slightly less exaggerated here. And actually, I'll reduce the size overall. And I'll put that one on the background. I think that'll work a little better. Actually, I love how the background almost follows perfectly the movement of the frame. All planned. All planned. And folks wonder why guys like you produce only X amount of content per year. Well, I mean, it is true that you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot by doing this kind of editing, but hey, this scene itself took me like 10 minutes, and it's a second.
Well, dear viewer,
But it is, I mean, in my opinion, obviously, but my opinion is objectively true, so I shouldn't have even mentioned that. It is the best kind of editing, the most fun type of editing. The kind of editing that makes you wish you weren't doing it.
every single person that played this game.
Where is the fancy tags? There it is. Got it. Where do you get your memes from? Is there a website or YouTube you watch? It's mostly I just look things up, although there are some that are better than others. So actually, let me pull that up. So the main one is, let me see. So you have Know Your Meme. However, the problem with that one, actually, wait, let me go on a separate one. Oh, never mind. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, what is wrong with this website? Okay, this is all I can show you, because if I scroll down, there's the suggested tab, or suggested artwork, or the most recently uploaded one, and it's straight up softcore porn, okay? Yeah. But this website is probably the best one to just understand where the meme came from, I guess. And then you do have some submissions that are pretty good from it, but usually they're kind of they're pretty normy. Actually, I even made fun of it in the Doom video. I'm pretty sure. Wait. Let me find it. Let me find it. Yep. Okay. Have the video. Where is it? Yeah. So I had to, when I scrolled through the quote unquote memes, I had to blur like almost every single one of them. So yeah, when you go on that website, I just suggest you watch out where you're looking at it from, because it's whoever's posting on it is an absolute degenerate. Okay, so that's Know Your Meme. The other ones you have, let's see. Do you have anything else actually that's that reliable? Because the problem is, if you go on Reddit, you have just mostly just political brain rot, so it's not really that funny. It's just people stating their political opinions, and that's pretty cringe. And it's the same with sites like 9gag, Meme Droid, and all of that. There's some good things that you can find on there, but it's mostly just political brain rot. So you just have to dig. Honestly, you just have to dig. And then once you dig enough, you'll have a good stash of memes. And I mean, I have a lot of memes. I have a lot. Yes, I do sort them as well.
How? Well, 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 well,
Actually, here I'm gonna have the footage be a bit more zoomed in, because the UI is way too distracting. It's funny when you get Razor stuck and busted, but he still shows up in a cutscene. Yeah, I mean, they only had 1 year, to be fair. Anime stick. I mean, the Need for Speed Most Wanted didn't even have that many anime stickers, did they? They had the contest winners vinyls that had like 2 anime looking stickers, but that's about it. I guess they have some Japanese tags, but that doesn't really count. Right, so that's probably gonna be an adjustment layer.
rusty bones.
I shall probably zoom out starting from this point. That should be fine, right? Oh, there are so many applications that are fighting to have the window focus. It's quite the entertaining thing to manage.
Rusty bones. Rusty bones.
Actually, should I just do a uniform zoom in or curve?
Rusty bones.
Yeah, I think that works. Now you can still see the icon here. That's kind of distracting. Yeah, still gonna need to be way more zoomed in. Okay, this is good enough. Okay, but now the curve reset. I think I had it at 77. There you go.
Rusty bones. How well, viewer, I can hear.
Yeah, I'll probably I'll separate your rusty bones because it just this is just too long. Rusty bones. Actually, I'll add a trademark to it. Fuck it, why not? All right, this font doesn't have a trademark. I'll need to change it. God damn it. Insert character level styling. And then that'll change to this. Just a little bit larger, put it here. Nice. Let me keep organized a little bit. And then this. And I'll probably do like a glitch here just so that it kind of interweaves together a little better. Let's see. Blog glitch. I think that should be fine. Uh-oh. It froze. I think Davinci crashed. Oh, never mind. Instagram is pretty good for short clips. Yeah, honestly, I agree. It's just I don't recommend it to everybody because there are a lot of people that find Instagram a little too edgy. But I personally love it. And there's also obviously the, not safe for work content to also avoid, but it's a little bit harder when everything is just getting suggested to you. Sometimes you just get blasted with actually, what was the last time that I got in trouble? It was for some gore video that was getting spammed on the platform. So yeah, there is that, but honestly, it's fine. Most of the time, it's fine. Actually, how do I see the duration of the stream? Doesn't OBS just show it? Okay, so 2 hours, 40 minutes, right. So 2 hours 40 minutes got me 25 seconds of editing done. I mean, then again, this is just the beginning. That's all of this is without all of the color correction and the extra stuff added on top of it.
On my channel, but this
Right, so I have this to change. I don't think I'm missing anything else here. Let's see, does this flow better?
The ability to identify every single person that played this game. How? Well, dear viewer, I can hear your rusty bones through the computer screen.
And here, maybe I'll just add a tiny zoom. That's about it. Okay, that's way too much.
Ignoring the fact that this game
I guess the video will come later than Silksong that is coming tomorrow. Actually, that is so wild. Wait. I am actually gonna fucking lose it. We got Silksong before the next fucking purely based video. I am actually gonna lose it. Well. I mean, in my defense, I had to switch to Linux and then figure it out for like a good month, trying to figure out why Davinci was freezing my entire system. But hey, we're back. We're back. I mean, the video was gonna have like what, 20-minute runtime, something like that, and I get like good half of it done. Over half. Then the other half is gonna be much faster because, you know, I don't have all of the non-functioning stuff to fix. I can just focus fully on editing.
Ignoring the fact that this game is old enough to ignoring the fact that this
Right, so what do I want here? Actually, I have trouble kind of figuring out where the eyesight would be for most people. And they're probably just gonna focus on the subtitles, right? So I can just probably make a graph showing the game's release date that's coming from the bottom center up to like the left or right.
Ignoring the fact that
something happens and the work is gone. No! Absolutely not. I am making backups every single fucking day. I refuse. And I also have ingrained into my brain the habit of always pressing Control S whenever I do anything. Even clicking a mouse button, I always press Control S. Because the amount of times Davinci has crashed. So I think I'll Okay, well, let me see what the Wikipedia site looks like. Okay, let me. It's putting me to the 2012 version. Where's the 2005? Music, television, games. There you go. There you go. That's the 2005. Yeah, not really. I was planning on using the side thing here from Wikipedia, but the release date is way too low. Maybe I could just, I'll just modify it, whatever. And let's see this. I don't really need the different release dates here. And I don't need this. There you go. Much better. All right, screenshot that. Actually, I'll just take the entire frame. You are back from touching grass. Are you okay? Does it hurt? Jesus Christ. All right, so screenshots. How do I call it? Wikipedia sidebar. I don't know. That's gonna be good enough.
This game is old enough to drink and drive. Drink.
I need to go back to editing videos for VTubers. Well, and then I thought I had a torturous way of living. I mean, 16 hours of editing a day. That's what's that? Fucking. You have 8 hours to sleep and do nothing else? How's the progress? I mean, I'm not sure where you left off. I think somewhere here. So I got from this point to this point done.
Ignoring.
I am younger than Most Wanted, but I still played through the game on my PS2. I'm not even that surprised. Then again, when you see the slop that's coming out today, and then compare it to Most Wanted, it's kind of like movies. Most of the movies you see talked about today are ones that came out like 20 years ago. I mean, you still hear Fight Club being talked about almost daily. And that came out like what, 1998? 6 hours of work to make 10 seconds. Hey, no. I actually did see it. I did check the exact time, and it took 2 hours and 40 minutes to get 24 seconds of footage done. Or editing. So in my defense, it is almost 10 times faster than you suggested, which is still like extremely and very depressingly slow, but it is faster.
Ignoring the fact that this game is old enough to drink and drive.
Right, so I'll have the... Actually, wait. No. I think it's gotta be better if I take the text element and then use that as the baseline. Now, normally it wouldn't matter, but that's just Davinci stuff for you. That is Davinci Resolve being Davinci Resolve. It's better to do it that way. Right, so I'll just make it go beneath this. I cannot type. Right, 20 years old. Have it resized to fit a little bit better. This underneath. Right. And on top of all that, I'll disable the glow for now, just so that I can preview what I'm doing. Right, so it'll end up probably just 60 seconds. Or seconds, frames. Should be good enough. I'll come back to this point here and just slightly zoomed in. I can preview every... Yes, of course. Of course. How could I forget? Z offsets should be fine. This I'll have slightly offset back. And extra... Actually, no. I'm not gonna make the x-axis instant. Slightly smoother so that it has like this curve. Yeah, I think this is good enough. And I'll extrapolate the ending so that way it'll just constantly move towards the left. So it's in constant motion. Actually, I'll also make it disappear up until this point. Alright, so you have this. Empty background. Change it here. One frame back here. There you go. Why there's this 3D space in my screen? The Fusion page, you can basically do anything in there, including 3D. And the way I animate basically almost all of the overlays that are, just the brain rot overlays. I do them in 3D, where even though, the ending result looks 2D. Let me take this one, for example. even though the ending looks 2D, when you project it onto a 2D plane from a 3D, it just, you know, you just have more freedom to animate things, essentially. You could try and do that with maybe like a corner position, where instead of, you know, doing this, you'll do it with an actual 2D. But that's just eh. You can do more things with 3D. Could you make something spin? Yes. Yes, and I've done it here, actually. I think it was this one. Yeah, this one. You can essentially just make things spin as you wish. And that's pretty cool.
How? Well,
Which was totally worth it to try and animate it for like 5 minutes. But then there's like 5 of them, so that's 25 minutes. Alright, wait, because my cat wants to go out. There you go, she's out. Diagonally spinning 2D woman bag. Okay, when you say it that way, it sounds so much worse than what is actually happening, okay?
played this game. How? Well, computers. Ignoring the fact that this game is old enough.
Right, so here, just zoom that in on the 20-year-old. That's an out curve. Then I'll probably just nope, that's not it. Extrapolate it so that it has constant movement. Oh, what happened here? Oh. Well, okay. Yeah, this would be way too hard to make with basic 3D. I mean, you would have to use After Effects if you really wanted to make something like this, because otherwise it would just be a disaster. I guess that's the advantage of having Davinci have everything within just one program, because with Adobe Suite, you would have to have both programs open at the same time. And they both just eat your PC alive. Probably going to sleep soon. Well, good night then. Thank you for coming by. Okay, so how do I unmess this app? Okay, so I have this one. Let's see. Open backup. All right, let's open this backup. Let's see. Does it still? Yep, it still has the same. Okay. I need to go back further. Edit froze. Ah. Okay, backup. Let's try this one. Nope, it's still... Okay. When did I not fuck it up? Okay, yet another backup. Let's go to 10 a.m. That's before I made all of the changes to it. Okay, never mind. Let's see here. Nope. It's what just happened? Well, this is gonna be annoying. Okay, let's try the 10 a.m. backup. I mean, that doesn't make much sense. Huh. Cut's gone. In that case... Maybe I can just restore the actual project backup. Yeah, because for some reason, it saved it across every single backup. That actually makes no sense. Okay, well... Let me check. Project backups. Let's try here. Hello? Take your time. Take your time, Davinci. I am not in a hurry. PC is not PCing. Well, I feel bad for my computer. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, the cuts should be here. Okay. Let's see this. Yep, nope. I have no clue what Davinci Resolve just did here. Okay, well, let's try another backup. If it doesn't have it on that one, then I'll just, you know what, fuck it, I'll just redo the cuts. All right, let's see here. And it... Wait, what? I am so confused. Wait, what? What? That is so confusing. Wait. Why did it... Wait, what? Huh? Wait, maybe the very last backup here didn't get corrupted by this. But why would it save the last 3 cuts and override every single other one? Yeah, that is not very baseball, huh? That's more like basketball. What the fuck is going on? Yeah, and here the cuts don't even exist. Okay, well, let's just go to that one, which had at least like 2 or 3 of the cuts. Never mind, that it broke here as well. Let's just pretend this is normal. Yeah, let's just what the fuck? This is so confusing.
Most Wanted features things like a blacklist before racism was cool, cop chases that will have...
Right, now I have to remember what I've put in there, and then find it! Over 8 hours of footage. This isn't normal to you? It's... Yeah, true. Honestly, I have weirder things that happened.
Most Wanted features things like a blacklist before racism was cool.
Right, I don't remember what I've put here, actually. Okay. Well, time to explore. Luckily, the markers are still here. Let's see. Yeah,
chases that will have you at the edge of your...
Right, that one I remember I had the BMW stare back. Which was during one of the times where I was exploiting the bus stop. There you go. Yeah, whenever there's anything interesting that ever happens in the footage, I just put a marker down. Okay, now to find the exact time. Because I did have a point where I turned the wheels to make it like a dab. And then I had the idea of making it into like a news segment. Kind of like how I did it in Need for Speed Heat. That's gotta be somewhere. Yep, there you go. That's gonna be it.
I hate modern English. And that will have you at the edge.
Oh, right, I had it right here. Right, so I had this scene.
School cup chases that will have.
Followed by somewhere here, I believe.
You got the edge of your. I hate modern England.
The Mustang at the top of the bus station is such an epic shot. I mean, it does have the Mustang vitals. I mean, I don't know why I. This is so stupid. I thought, why not make the BMW evil?
England, the most memorable car in the entire.
Right, and then when I got off of the station, right? Okay, so I have 2 moments where I get off of the station. I see. Yeah, there you go.
England, the most.
It's already evil by nature. I mean, when you get this popular and for 20 years they couldn't make a car that was more memorable, I would become evil. Not that I am not, but for legal reasons I must say that I am not, obviously. I donated 3 cents to charity once. I remember. There you go.
Most memorable.
Not evil enough. Yeah, I shouldn't have donated at all. And should have boasted about it too.
Cup chases that will have you at the edge of your. Is old enough to drink and drive in time.
Right, you know what? I'll just continue with this. I'll take the text that I usually use. Here. Actually, maybe I'll even make it follow the car itself. Yeah, you know what? I'll try that. Okay. So let's see. Will it crash the moment I put the planar tracker on? No, it didn't. Oh shit. Actually, let me reset that. And only translation. And it's not working. It's gonna crash. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Holy shit, it actually worked. Now that is a pleasant surprise. Right, so and then I'll just make it animate from this to this. Make it be much faster. Remove all of these. And then just make it fade in. Or maybe not. And then when it hits, I'll just do camera shake. It's to drink and drive to become more evil. I'm Polish. That's literally in my genes. What do you mean? What do you mean I'm supposed to drive and not drink? For legal reasons, that's a joke. Watching it made me forget that I had an imaginary deadline to meet. Oh. Queen's deadlines anyway. Actually, the rotation as well. And make it reflect on the borders. And maybe sharpen it as well. Why not? I should add it on the separate layer. Didn't know you have street. Well, the streets are more of a suggestion rather than a physical entity, but you know what? We do call them roads. For legal reasons, again.
Most
And then, actually, I'll zoom it in as well.
most
Nice. That should be good enough. Explains what happened to that orphanage. I had nothing to do with it. I had absolutely nothing to do with it. Zero.
to drink and
I will not accept these allegations.
the computers, ignoring the fact that this game is old enough to drink and drive. Most
Yeah. And I think the rest I'll just do on my, well, off stream. Because I'll be honest, trying to find the actual footage and all that, that's just gonna be fucking painful. It's gonna be way worse than the rotoscoping 19 frames. And I also have the footage of the actual cuts, so I can just go back to the stream and view it back. But yeah, in 3 hours, we got 30 seconds done. So that's 10 seconds per hour. Honestly, that's pretty good. That is pretty good, because that would mean I would get 60 seconds done in like 6 hours, if we're being very optimistic. Finding lost footage is the worst pain that someone can have. Honestly, yeah, it is pretty good. Also, yeah, that is the most painful thing you can well, there's also trying to run Skyrim mods, but that's a whole different story. Well, let's see. What are those 30 seconds looking like? Okay, wait. If I put it on full screen.
No, the next one I've already
okay, it's still visible.
This isn't a games I didn't cover tier list. This is a spontaneous tier list to existential crisis to while ranked competitive running cyclists over. Speaking of which, I have the ability to identify every single person that played this game. How? Well, dear viewer, I can hear your rusty bones through the computer screen. Ignoring the fact that this game is old enough to drink and drive, in that order,
there you go. That's what 3 hours of work gets you done. The second monitor makes everything better. I agree. Well, I'll leave it at that. I mean, I'll still continue to edit, but you know, I'll just do it off stream because I'm not gonna subject you guys to me finding the footage because that's just, oh my god, I am already dreading it. But what will I not do to satisfy my excessive workaholism? Six hours every day is 7 minutes per week. Well, good thing it's nowhere near that. Although in my defense, I did have a month where I had to figure everything out. Like, I still have a problem with Davinci where it just does not open folders. So I just have to deal with that. So that's my defense. But still, it is a defense, so doesn't really matter. So yeah, I am gonna stop there, and thank you everyone for being here, and sorry for subjecting you to rotoscoping. But actually, I'm not sorry at all. It was your decision to stay here, but I do thank you for it. Gonna make more streams like this? Probably, maybe. I mean, right now I'm using it because, you know, I haven't uploaded in like 2 months, which, you know, that's a little longer than usual. So just so you know, have something else going on. But yeah, I might do like 1 or 2 more by the time the video actually releases. Don't ever show rotoscoping to me again. Oh, you bet. Oh, bet. You know what? The next time I'm gonna make a stream, I'm gonna start with rotoscoping. How about that? But yeah, anyway, thank you everyone for being here, and have fun whatever you're gonna be doing. Because I'm not gonna. Bye bye.